Apparently, according to Stephen A. Smith, LeBron may have been influencing NBA players to quit during All-Star Weekend. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into today's topic. This is going to be a crazy one. This going to be a crazy one right here. I already know LeBron fans going to be tired of me. Yo, what's up with this dude, son? He always hating on LeBron, son. Yo, I'm going to get that dude, man. I'm going to get that dude. You know that phone call from the Biggie song, was it Long Kiss Goodnight? No. My Downfall. That's how these LeBron fans be called. Yo, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you for all of this hate you be doing. Matter of fact, they do be hitting me up on Instagram trying to, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. But anyway, a major bit of news broke about 36 hours ago, which was LeBron and his partners are looking to put together a $5 billion package to create a possible rival league to the NBA abroad, right? Now, as you guys know, LeBron has made it clear that he wants to have an ownership stake in a particular NBA team. And what we've heard is that he wants to be a part of the team that's going to be brought to Las Vegas. He wants to own a team. He wants to own a team. He himself has said it. Many people have talked about it. I'm sure he's been saving up a lot of his money to do so, right? LeBron got a lot of hundreds of millions. So he's a I don't know if he's multi-bill, but he's worth 1.56. I don't know how much money LeBron is worth, but he's a super, super wealthy guy. So anyway, we know this. We know this has been his aspiration. Fantastic. So once the news broke, they decided to talk about it on ESPN First Take yesterday, and I saw it on NBA on ESPN. And they decided to post a full segment, which is a 20-minute segment. And I decided to sit down and watch this segment, right? Because I wasn't going to do a show about the video, a show about that topic. So on the panel, it was Stephen A. Smith, Brian Windhorst, and Molly Qerim. And they're talking about it. And as they're talking about it, Stephen A. Smith is getting into reasons why NBA owners would not want to allow LeBron James into the big boys club to own these teams, right? They're talking about that. They're saying that they don't like the things that some of the stuff that LeBron James has done, blah, 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 blah. And then it gets to a point where Stephen A. Smith says something. And the funny part is the thing that he said is something that I questioned in the past, which, but anyway, we'll get to that later, where he basically says, when you have LeBron like an all-star weekend, because he's talking about why owners could possibly not allow him in. When you have LeBron James at all-star weekend, giving a wink to the players, a nod to the players after players like Larry Bird go in there and try to coax them up to play hard. And then you got LeBron, they'll probably just signal off to them like, yo, just go out there. We're not competing in this. And then have the players go up there and give up almost 400 points in an NBA game. And I'm like, yo, hold up. Is Stephen A. Smith saying that LeBron was secretly pushing NBA players to quit during All-Star Weekend because of a personal agenda and vendetta he has against the NBA because them not possibly want to let him into the big boys club? And now he's going out there trying to raise money to start a rival league to go at the NBA? Is this what's going on here? Really? For those of you who didn't hear it, want to play what Stephen A. Smith had to say about this now? It's crazy. So get your popcorn ready for this one, and I'm going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Stephen A. Smith here.
When you look at today's NBA culture, when you look at some of the hits NBA players take, particularly as we approach All-Star Weekend, the slam dunk contest that LeBron James never participated in, the flagrant, lackadaisical effort they put forth during All-Star Weekend, LeBron James way before all of that, deciding to take his talents to South Beach from Cleveland, and Dan Gilbert, the owner for the Cavaliers, had to find out watching the news just like everybody else, or watching him with Jim Gray just like everybody else. Those kind of things are the kind of, along with that player empowerment movement that LeBron has instigated, which people like myself clearly applaud him for. Those kind of things, the flagrant manner in which he has done it, that has served to turn owners off, which you know all too well, Wendy. How good or how much does that serve to ingratiate him with them in terms of their support with him coming in as an owner? Everybody wanted that for Michael Jordan because of what Michael Jordan did for the league. Even though people like myself, you and others appreciate what LeBron has done in terms of his part, he's been a beneficiary of the sacrifices that the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, the Michael Jordan, and others have made. And there are some who believe there is an absence of appreciation on his part in that regard, which is why they would probably get in the way of him having an ownership stake, which would explain a story like this. That's what came to my mind with somebody like LeBron James, with all that they've done for the game,
Yeah, it doesn't
why
sit well with
why
me.
would they not receive the report? Because it's a good old boys club at the end of the day. And if they don't like you and they don't like the way that you've done business with them, they don't have to let you in. Or if they don't like the impact or the resonance that you would bring to that room, they don't have to let you in. Certainly, Wendy's absolutely right. It's about the money first. It's about the equity first. It's about business first. But my point to you is that all things being equal, would you be as receptive to helping a LeBron compared to somebody else that never played the game, that's got billions of dollars and obviously can afford to own a franchise? Chances are you're going to give him resistance because you've seen the league have issues with LeBron despite all he's done for the league, because in several instances, there are things that he has done that they've deduced is against their best interests as owners, as a business. They feel that way, whether it's accurate or not. They actually feel that way. And I know this because I have been told this by people who are in that room. And I'm sure Wendy has as well, because they don't feel, even though they know he's done a tremendous amount for the league, we all know this, there are other things that he has done that has not been helpful. And they know it, they feel it, and they point the finger at him for it. I brought up the slam dunk contest. They talk about that. We all brought up the lackadaisical effort that they put forth for the All-Star game on Sunday for All-Star weekend. You think they don't look at LeBron James? Larry Bird and Dr. J and them come in and talk to the team last year, and they think that they've touched the pulse of the players and all of this stuff. And then they say, you know what? LeBron just gave a side eye to everybody else. And the next thing you know, they went out there and allowed 400 points damn near to be scored, putting forth no effort whatsoever. It may not have been his fault, but they didn't view it that way.
Yeah.
And because they didn't view it that way, those are the kind of elements, those increments of things, those incremental things that could be problematic when you're asking for equity in a prestigious sports brand.
No,
that is the bottom line.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith said. He said that LeBron was secretly out there influencing guys not to compete in All-Star Weekend. Now, here's what's interesting about this. This goes to a question I was asking over the last year or so, talking about the apathy that NBA players seem to have towards their fan base that lines their coffers with millions and millions and millions of dollars by attending games and tuning in to watch it on TV and have all of these advertisers pay the NBA hundreds or billions of dollars to run advertisements against their eyeballs. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, how could we be in a situation where we have just a grotesque exhibition game like the All-Star game, but LeBron is there? So if LeBron James is there and he's the face of the NBA, he's the most influential player in the NBA, how is it possible that he's not able to get these guys to compete? It really befuddles me, confounds me, stumps me. How is it possible? Because he's aware of it. So how is it LeBron doesn't say to these guys, yo, we got to go out here and bust ass. Like, yo, we got to go out here and really put out a show. Like, we got to do it. Because I remember that's what Kobe used to do. You think Kobe going to be a part of an all-star game like that? Hold up. You think Kobe would be a part of an all-star game like the last two pieces of we've been watching? Do you really believe that? The same Kobe that would say, man, halftime I'll say to Chris Paul, we're going to get these MFers. We out here to embarrass these dudes. The same Kobe that they criticized for guarding LeBron too hard in the All-Star game. Like, yo, son, why you taking it so seriously? Why are you taking it so seriously? He's on the All-Star game. He's like, nah, if we out here, we going to compete. It's not about a personal agenda with me. So I know for a damn fact that Kobe couldn't be a part of the All-Star game when dudes were just mailing it in. We already know that. And we knew that Kobe got the respect of those dudes. He'd be like, yo, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? If he couldn't influence the opposing team, he damn sure going to influence his own team. He not going to be on a team with a bunch of dudes mailing it in with all of this soft, you know what, that these dudes be peddling to NBA fans. So I used to wonder, like, yo, hold up. Son is the league. He's the face of the league. How are you a part of all of this? How are you allowing this to go down on your watch? From what I heard, it was players like Kyrie and others trying to get dudes, coax them up like, yo, son, what are we doing? We're embarrassing ourselves. So for Stephen A. Smith to say that these guys are not going to let LeBron into the big boys club because of his moves, y'all think player empowerment was a good thing? Nah, it really screwed up the NBA. And we talking about the most influential players in NBA of history. You got LeBron up there, and the question is, what role and influence does he have? Because the biggest influence he has is player empowerment, which has been one of the things that has actually ruined the league. It has ruined the league. It's not been better for the fans. And to have these dumbass fans who argue against their own interest. This is the power of honey. It be just permeating through their brains. They can't even think, coming out of their noses. Honey, twerkation. They won't stop shaking, these LeBron fans. So anything that he does, man, it's the King James, pop, busted all over my head for LeBron James. They be breaking jars of honey over each other's head for LeBron James. So if this is true, because I always wondered, how is it possible that you are part of this madness and nothing, it just goes unchecked? Like, I don't understand it. But it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I ain't saying it's true. I'm reacting to what Stephen A. Smith said. What I'm saying is, it got me thinking like, yo, hold up a minute here. If you the face of the NBA, how are you out here letting these dudes do this? Because I know Kobe would not be a part of that. I'm sorry. You already know Kobe wouldn't have been a part of that weak they putting out there. These are just my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show, and I'm out. Peace.